Hello and welcome. It's a pleasure to see you all again. Welcome back to Session 2, or Episode 2 of Group 2. Go ahead and jump into what you guys are actually here to see and meet our players, shall we?
Hello, hi, I'm Luna, or Druid by Night. You can find me at Druid by Night and all the social medias, including on Twitch where I stream. I am the social media manager here at the Rolling Nomads, and you've probably seen me here a time or two playing some vampires, but today I am playing a different one, Amelia Voldaren.
Hello, everybody. I am David Gagnon. You can also find me on social media at DGtheNomad. I finally have Blue Sky now. I'm coming out from under my rock, as I do every so often. You've probably seen me here on the Rolling Nomads running other D&D games and popping up in other things as well. But today, I'm playing Cal.
Hi, I'm playing Nadidah, and we're gonna see what happens as usual.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Avery, at Averydaboi on all the social media platforms. I am a partnerships manager right here on the Rolling Nomad. So if you like our stuff, or you're thinking about maybe trying to collab with us, shoot me a message. I'm everywhere at Averydaboi, even on Twitch, where I should probably start streaming again. With that, this evening I will be playing the Mole.
Yes, indeed. And give yourself a little more credit. You're not just a partnerships manager, you are the partnerships manager. We very much appreciate all of our players being here, as much as we appreciate all of you watching this. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into Session 2, Group 2 of the Ignited. And we begin each episode, as we always do, with a recap. The Mole, if you would kindly.
It was a strange awakening in a strange place on top of a strange furry creature, but the Mole thinks that this could perhaps just be the way of our new powers. And with that, the Mole met 4 most interesting companions. A manta ray man, probably one of the brood of Thassa, the deep dwelling, from some strange place called Ravnica. The Mole has never heard of it, but it sounds like a nice place. Then we met the pale sorceress, Amelia. She is a strange one. The blood on her hands is easily seen from afar, but we hope that one day perhaps we may wash this blood away and start new. And then, of course, the ever-frightful Nadidah. Confronted by strange circumstances, often culminates in fright. But be not afraid, for the Mole is here. And then, of course, the strange furry creature which we have awoken upon. This creature calling himself Cal is something like the elephants that the Myrmidons ride on. But he is a man. He is a man-madon, I think. This is a good name. With all of this, we were trying to figure out where we were in this plain of strange rocks and molten lava, when from overhead a great drake beast flew over the sky, and we all decided that this was probably not the best place for the Mole to have a conversation about ethics and morals. So moving quickly, we found a small cave where there was some praying done. Praying is important, and also discussions of something called a ley line. The Mole is unsure. The Mole thought all lions laid down. This is perhaps some sort of strange magic. As Cal reached deeper into the earth, he was confronted with something that made a woolly man-midon sweat. This is not good. And as we debated on what to do, the Mole's prayers to the god of destiny, Krufix, were answered. But not by Krufix at all. Our new companion, well, a companion for a short while. A squirrel with a great long tail, composed of many secrets and many prayers. Dusky took us forth from this place, which we soon learned from his handler, Essika, was called Immersturm. The Immersturm is a bad place. No one wants to be the place where demons are born. And so with a guiding hand from Essika and a strong warning not to pray again, for the All-Father Alaron does not like to hear prayers. Strange for a god. The mole vowed to take out his raven companion, but this is neither here nor there. The touts of the mole's glory will come from the singers of songs, not from the mouth of one warrior mole. Following Toski, we were spat out into some strange shoreline where a ship drifted down from the sky, glistening across the water on a stony shore. And that is where we lived, this group of unlikely heroes.
Well done, them all. And it is much appreciated. Indeed, this is where we find our heroes now. Along the shore of a great sea, with great stone pillars drifting into the sky, the ship swerves, moves deftly through the stone before it meets the waves and begins to soar ever closer. The five of you watch on until your companion, this manta ray man, as you had previously said, Mole, drops to a knee, clutches his stomach, lets out a groan of pain. What do you all do?
I'd like to get behind him and place my hand on his shoulder. Are you all right?
I don't know. I don't know. He groans and clutches his stomach. He's sweating, you think, perspiring very heavily.
What can we do? The mole has vowed to protect, but I do not know what I am protecting you from, Manta Man.
He calls out once more, I don't know. Cal, your hand sinks, falls through him as he becomes a haze, almost this shape, this silhouette of who Oberon was. Your new companion maintains this ghostly form for a split second as he looks to all of you, terrified, and then is gone. I would like you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
12.
7.
19?
13.
Nadidah, the mole, you remember. You saw this happen. You were close. You watched all this happen. Cal, Amelia. Cal, you let your hand fall. Everything becomes normal once more. It's always been the four of you. Amelia, there was no manta ray man. No explorer from Ravnica. All memory of Oberon are wiped from Amelia and Cal's minds. But Nadidah, Mole, you remember. It just happened. He was right there. Your new companion, your new friend, is gone. The scene is yours.
What happened to him? Where did he go?
Who?
Oberyn. The Manta Man.
Manta Man.
Don't tell me you've already forgotten. I knew that the memories of other species were short, but I did not know that they were this short.
They're not that short because he was just right there. And
See? Nadidah knows.
you were touching him.
What is wrong?
When was I doing that?
Like 3.5 seconds ago.
I think the mole kind of dejectedly plops down into a seated position on Amelia's shoulder where he'd been for a moment.
I swore an oath of protection to him.
No, this wasn't your fault. This was.
I should have protected him better.
But how do you protect someone that just kind of fades into nothingness?
The mole will find a way, and I will wrest him from whatever villainous claws have taken him from our company.
Okay. Well,
Getting weirder and weirder. um,
I will not.
I'm
I
sure
will not
we will
let my smallness be an
friends.
obstacle here.
it's not your smallness that's an obstacle. It's the weirdness of the entire situation. We were where we were, and then we were talking to squirrels and seeing trees, and now people just fade and disappear. I really want to go home.
I will find him.
Home was weird.
Sure
Plus-
that we will find your friend
Toski
wherever.
remains with you all a moment and approaches you, Amelia. Looking up to your shoulder and looking up to the mole. Sort of brushes against you.
I'll kneel down.
Do you have words of wisdom, Master Toski?
Believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it was Cal who was interpreting the prayers and the words, correct?
That's correct. The spell itself that I was using to do so has a duration of 1 hour, so as long as we haven't gone past that, I should still be able to do so.
It's beginning to fade, but the words wrap. And just from body language, Mole, you can tell that the creature is trying to comfort you. This powerful beast is trying to provide some sense of understanding. And Cal, you can read some of the script written along it. It says, "This has happened before. They always return. But no one knows when, how long it will be. But they always return."
And I will read that verbatim to them all.
I will give you the greatest gift a mole can give, then. I will not call you Toski, bearer of secrets. I will call you Toski, bearer of comfort.
There's a shiver as Toski, his fur stands on end for a moment. A chittering of delight as it circles you all once and then passes back into the cave, departing from you. The ship grows closer. But you have a moment if you wish.
Well, if there was somebody here that's now not here,
There was.
nobody knows where they go, perhaps it takes memories with them sometimes.
Cal, Amelia, give me a perception check.
7.
Fucking 14.
This perception check wouldn't happen to be related to smell, would it?
Not at all.
Darn. Then I don't get advantage.
Cal, you don't notice it, not at first. And Amelia, as you say, if there was someone here, you look down at the sand, at the imprint of someone who had fallen to their knees and placed a hand on the ground in front of them, who dropped to maybe not all fours, but 3. And then there was no tracks, there are no footprints out into the sea, there are no footprints back like Toski is leaving now. You don't know how it's possible. You know teleportation exists. Some of the clans are capable of it, but this is strange. There was someone here. It's clear as day, a mark in the sand. Friends aren't lying.
Well, I'm sure they'll come back when they're ready.
This is not good enough for the mole. The mole will have satisfaction. The mole can fight sirens and cyclopes. But I cannot fight something fading away like time taking memories. This upsets the mole.
Stand back up.
Is it perhaps something with this place that we're in now?
I don't know where we are now.
Neither do I.
Esikas told Toski to take us to Breitagard. Perhaps this is where we are.
Perhaps.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Amelia. I'm sure your guess might be a little bit better. I am just a mole, after all.
Oh, but I thought you were a mighty mole, a warrior mole.
I am a hero mole, but a mole nonetheless.
As you are all having this discussion, as the ship draws closer, you begin to hear a low hum, deep voices, a chorus soaring along the water, emanating from the ship itself. You can see now the banners, these intricate filigree paint or weave along the sails. The shields round and lining the entirety of this barge. The oars move, and a woman stands at the front, eyes glowing this pale blue. The figurehead at the mast is strange. Could be some sort of dragon or some sort of mythic creature from this plane. Bears fangs and teeth like a dragon. The horns are intricate web, likely of just the wooden make. Intricate, almost antler-like system. The woman points, guiding the ship, guiding the oars as the low chorus sways and ebbs, the flow of the waves guiding their song. They're drawing closer, and you swear this woman is pointed now at all of you, guiding the ship to make sure close to you.
Do they appear hostile? From what we can tell.
Give me an insight check. Anyone may make this roll if they wish.
12.
15.
Are the other two abstaining?
I'm notably digging in my, I don't want to say backpack, but bag, trying to find paper and something to write with.
Do you have paper and something to write with?
So I'm trying to figure that out currently.
Gotcha. For the sake of brevity, we'll say you have some parchment and a bit of ink. Wouldn't be terribly difficult to imagine that would be in your bag.
So yeah, she's not really paying attention to the ship. She's digging, and if she finds it, she's gonna start writing.
Understood. Mole, are you abstaining from the roll?
Correct me if I am wrong, but they are outside of 30 meters, correct?
They are.
The mole cannot see this far.
Fair enough. Entirely fair. Then, unfortunately, Mole, the description I've given is, well, to say fated to you is even that as a courtesy. But you do hear, perhaps even feel the tremors.
Are they singing to us?
Can you not see?
Not very far, no. Moles, we feel. We do not need to see that far. I can feel things in the earth when I am touching it.
Huh. Well, it would seem we have company. And I will describe the ship captain.
Excellent.
And I think they're singing to each other.
Esika told us that Toski was taking us to Inga Rune-Eyes. Perhaps this is the lady. Inga is a lady's name, correct? It sounds like a lady's name. It is pretty.
Well, Rune-Eyes, those glowing eyes. That might.
Perhaps. I am content to sit on Amelia's shoulder for now.
To answer your question, Cal, Amelia, with your checks, they don't appear to be hostile. The song is intimidating, make no mistake, but it is... The best way to describe it is an omen. It tells a tale of their journey, their long, arduous crossing of worlds, their exploration across the seas. How tired they must be. And how tired they likely are. But even the tired will fight for peace, for a chance to rest.
Have I by chance heard anything like this? Because she spent time in Murasa with her dad, and that was surrounded by ships and sea and all of that. Just a curiosity question if she's might have heard something along the lines, so she's...
Yeah, for you, this is not terribly uncommon. You would know that that sailors commonly give song, they keep morale up. This is something to pass the time as well as a bonding experience. I'll say that you know song and that you know sailors to sing. The song is different, though. Most of the sailors in Murasa are either jovial or sing of returning home. When the sailors in Murasa have sung, they have sung of returning home to their loved ones. They've sung of the adventures they have, but it's more jovial. This seems haunting. It's like I said, the best way to describe it is an omen.
I suppose we should prepare ourselves. Make new acquaintances. Hopefully.
So we could see.
Don't worry, I am a people mole.
I thought you were a hero mole.
One thing can be many things if you are driven enough. Remember this, Cal.
He's a multifaceted mole.
Touche.
You have the heart of a poet. I can see it in you. Do you write?
From time to time.
The mole would love to hear you recite meter and verse.
Maybe one day. When we have some time to rest.
The ship makes landfall. Dolman makes no move to step out first. Stands amongst the bow of the ship, clutching a rope tied to the masthead. She stares at all of you. They're all clad in this pale blue. You can see her more clearly now. Well, most of you. Still just a bit too far. Well, the rest of you see she is clad in this pale blue. There is an ornament on her shoulder that almost matches the masthead, this draconic-like creature. Heavy silver or white gold earrings, stark white hair. Those eyes never stop glowing. She wears a horn or some sort of bone along her right side of her hip. She wears bracers along her wrists. She is stunning. What's the best word for it? She stares at you for a moment. She says something to her crew. They stand. Not all at once. But it's maybe some small comfort to see that there is a little bit of disorder, some human aspect. This non-unison movement. As they sigh and move, their song comes to an end as they prepare the ship so that it will not be drifted back out with the tides. She watches you the whole time.
Is this our proverbial chariot?
Would you...
Maybe.
And Amelia will take a few steps forward and call up to her. Would you happen to be known by Rune-Eyes?
I would.
You're told to meet you.
I know.
Look back, she knows.
Sounds strong. Her arm's quite large.
Pretty large. It's not... She's very clearly not a, not a noble. Amelia, she's seen labor and work.
I'll kind of whisper to them all. Yes, big arms.
Do you like the way she looks? You strike me as something of a girl's girl.
Amelia will call back up to to Inga and say, do you know, well, obviously, you would know where we are going?
Are you approaching?
Yes.
Okay. Are the rest of you following behind Amelia, or are you letting her take point and take lead on this, holding your position?
I'll follow close behind. It's giving a little bit of distance, but nearby.
Amelia,
Tucking my paper back in my bag and standing up.
Might I ask
should
what you've written? Apologies.
Kind of a quick cliff notes of from the time they landed, what they saw, who they met, who they all are, and what she knows of them.
Your saga begins. I like it. Continue, Mole. Apologies.
Should I speak? I mean, it doesn't look like there are a lot of speaking animals around here. Dusky could not speak. I don't want to alarm them.
You can tell your friend he can speak. You can see his lips moving.
Wow, she's got great hearing.
I think that might be her eyes.
She hears with her eyes?
She can see his lips moving.
Hey, it's always a good quality for a partner to be a good listener. That's all I'm saying.
May we come aboard?
Thank you. Yes, may we come aboard?
To help us come off board, yes? We'd like to gather some food before we make our departure again. If we're going to be taking you anywhere, we have to make ourselves useful.
Where are we going?
Alright.
Get me closer. I need to speak with her.
I'll start
May-
walking up.
Yeah, may I approach you, Rune-Eyes?
Would make it difficult to come aboard?
Fair enough. I will take the mole into my hand, hold him up to her.
She hops off of the bow, approaches you all as well. Mole, you get a clearer picture as she gets closer. You don't see in the same way that we all do. Am I correct in that statement?
Kind of. It's more shades of gray than anything else.
Then colors are a bit muted. But the rest of you also see a little more detail. There is paint across her eyes. Along the skin, there are tattoos along her arms. She is very clearly, Amelia, not a noble. She is a warrior. She is a sailor, an explorer. Powerful. Well, you can catch all of this as well, except for, again, in grayscale. Please continue.
You do not need to have your men disembark.
How else will you gather food?
Do you have a sprig of mistletoe?
We may.
Then I can feed you. And all of your men. Bring it to me. I will show
All of
you.
us.
Every single one.
She turns to her crew. She speaks a language that I'm not sure any of you would know.
What's the language?
Go ahead and make me a history check.
24.
D4. There are hints of what you might equate to celestial, as well as traces of giant. It's an amalgamation. Yes, Cal.
I actually do have giant as a language.
Excellent.
So
You will pick up some of these consonants and things as well. It's a strange amalgamation. It's a more complex version of Pig Latin, you might think, Cal. But again, Nadidah, yeah, you pick these two things out as the closest equivalent as this strange amalgamation language. But
Is there? It's a mix. It's not celestial itself. It's an offshoot, or because I do have celestial.
Yeah, it's not enough of either one to be to pick out any single word or anything like that. But perhaps, should you spend some time here, you might learn a bit quicker than someone without a basis.
The word for that kind of language is a Creole.
Thank you. That's a mole fact.
the more you know.
That's a mole fact. Yeah. The mole will just kind of turn his little head. Why do you talk like this? What is that language? Is this the language of your people?
It is.
Is this the language that Tyvar Cal speaks?
Do you know Tyra?
Esseka told us you would take us to him.
Did she?
That is what she said.
Of course.
I am hoping the lady at the tree was not speaking false. She was too nice.
I will take you. The gods will it. And I've seen it.
So what does Tyvar Cal speak this language?
No, Tyvar Kel is an elf. He speaks a more common tongue, as well as Elvish, and many other languages that he's picked up along his journeys. He's like you.
What is elf?
Are there elves on Innisfrog?
There are not. And Inga looks a little confused how to explain this.
No.
Nadidah and Cal both. You can, by all means,
Figure out how to
struggle
describe
with
an elf.
this as well.
Oh.
It's a kind of
Often
people.
much like a human, but their ears are typically more pointed and their features softer.
Are they related to the fox?
They're related to the gods, or they used to be.
Oh,
A lot of them like to think they still are.
Tell Tyvar Kel that. He left.
Don't think so.
I will tell him. Don't worry.
I would wait, Mo. So
It would be
you
even better coming from you.
get squished.
What? How to say? Do you have any beetles?
Beetles.
The mole is hungry. The moles eat grubs and beetles and worms.
I'm ashamed to say that we may not have anything to give you. We tend to care to keep any grubs, worms, and bugs of the sort off the ship.
It is okay. The mole will dig. But first I need the mistletoe. Your men, they are slow for having such long legs.
Indeed, they are struggling to find such a strange branch. You can
Are
see
there
that
any rocks or logs around?
along the shoreline.
Yes.
I would say maybe not a whole lot, but something certainly would have washed up.
I
Maybe
was
not
gonna
a
go look
log.
for beetles and grubs and stuff while we were waiting for the mistletoe.
You certainly may. If you'd like to give me a survival check. Nadidah begins to set out. If any of you'd like to join her, or if you would like to remain, it's entirely up to you.
22.
Noted. Take you a little bit of time. We'll get back to that very shortly. Inga's men come back with a gathering of branches, and it's not all mistletoe. Seem to be struggling to find the plant, and she kind of shakes her head, picking through the sprigs and twigs. Mole, you smell it, I think, first.
I'll climb down Olivia's arm and then leg, move, do his little waddle over to the pile of them and start rooting through till he finds it.
Gather your men. How many men do you have which sail your ship?
16.
Oh, easy. Plus you is 17 then?
Correct.
And plus us is... I can't count that high. What comes after 19?
20.
That is a strange word. It sounds like 2, and 2 is after 1. I don't understand.
Believe that we are at a total of 21, in fact.
20 and 1. Is this counting the mole? Because the mole does not eat berries.
It is counting the mole.
So 20, not counting the mole.
You can only eat your own food, the food that you make for others.
I like beetles. They are crunchy.
I'll have to give them a try.
I will find you some.
And the mole will take the mistletoe in his hands.
Gather your men. They must be close.
She calls out to them. They gather around. You can see not just men, women too. Others are more gender fluid, difficult to tell, difficult to distinguish any sort of masculine or feminine features. All types sail with Inga Rune-Eyes.
The mole will hold this sprig of mistletoe in his 2 comically large paws. He will say, I was raised on the kindness of a boy. I was lost, plucked up from the dirt, stuck to a potato in a potato cart. It was a strange time for the mole. I had not yet begun to think. And through his kindness and his feeding, I saw him feed others, men. But he did not just feed their bellies. My boy, Gideon, he fed their hearts, their souls. He was a good boy. And I am looking for him. This is the reason for my journey. And I hope one day, for all of you, that there is someone who is important to you, as that boy is to me.
And in the telling of that story is the incantation of Goodberry.
Describe. I have how you cast this, but do they slowly sprout, or is it more erupting? Is it a drop from each twig?
I can only make 10 at a time, so I will have to cast the spell twice. But they slowly grow into these gorgeous, deep purple berries. Now, mistletoe generally grows a poisonous red berry, but these are quite different. They're almost plump like purple grapes. And as the first 10 sort of pluck themselves from the branch, he'll start holding his hands out as the next set begins to grow. And to quote the spell, eating a berry restores 1 hit point, and the berry provides enough nourishment to sustain up to a large-sized creature for 1 day.
Oh. Okay. See, I thought it was just up to a medium-sized creature, and I was gonna have to eat 4 of those, and that's a lot more convenient.
Indeed it is. Nadidah, as you are gathering, you find a patch of wet dirt away from the tide itself. Patch of earth and grass. You dig a bit, and you can find a few worms. Enough to maybe fill the mole's stomach, you think. And you return as the crew of this ship are aghast and can hear them whispering the words Kithian.
Can I
give thanks
sorry.
to you, Mole. Continue.
they're whispering Kithian? Do they look confused? Or do they look knowing?
Give me an insight roll. As this is happening, again, right in front of all of you, if you are so inclined, you may also make the insight roll if you so choose.
You probably
Yeah.
should, because I definitely got a 1.
So did I.
It's
I got a 19.
14.
14 and a 19. As you're coming back in, Nadidah, and alongside Cal, for Amelia and the Mole, it's a bit difficult to read. They might just be retelling some, that might be just a word they've latched onto in this beginnings of the saga. But for Nadidah and Cal, they seem to taste the word. Remembering.
I think Amelia was busy looking at Inga, to be quite honest with you. She just didn't notice.
Mole turn his hands towards Amelia.
Oh.
Berry?
Sure. I will pluck one and I will eat it.
And the mole will just watch.
Gotta shift my eyes. Is something the matter?
When was the last time you had a fruit?
Not long ago.
Please don't lie to me.
I'm not one
It's
for
all-
fruit.
It's all right. You didn't know that it offends me. It is all right. I don't blame you. I think the look in your eyes is like we once stole from a member of the Senatorum. He had eyes like yours. He had to lie to survive.
I would like to invite the Mole to make an insight roll, and Amelia to make a deception. We've already established something here. Let's see if maybe there's more to learn.
Mhm. 14.
25.
Amelia, for clarity, it's been years since you've had fruit. You can still eat. It doesn't offend you. It's not going to turn to ash in your mouth. You are a special case, even though you don't know it quite yet. Innistrad vampires operate a bit differently. You can eat. The taste is a bit muted. Doesn't bring you as much joy when you're hungry. In fact, doesn't really abide your hunger at all. But you can eat. It's just, why would you? Especially in the society that you're a part of. Why would you? It's been years. And so this berry should fill your stomach. Tastes lovely. But you've had something lovelier. And something lovelier is, for all intents and purposes, up for grabs. And there's a quick glance, maybe instinctually, over to Nadidah. For you, Mole, you clock and the hesitance. No one's going to remember the exact day unless it was very recently that they had the last piece of fruit. But for Amelia, it's longer. It's as if she's remembering what the word fruit is. And equating it to food is foreign. This is not her normal diet.
After the mole speaks to her and she finishes eating, she'll quickly just say thank you and kind of go back to paying attention to, you know, the wider situation at hand.
So I have fed your men, Inga, with eyes and runes.
Rune-Eyes will do just fine, or simply Inga.
Inga, are you a girl's girl, I wonder?
I have been called such things.
You have strong arms. The mole will request to be picked up, please.
After you have fed my men, how could they refuse? She reaches down to pick you up. Nadidah, please continue.
Mo, she hold it again.
You found me worms!
I couldn't find beetles, but
Oh, how did you wrangle them with such size and strength?
Just luck.
They are slippery creatures. How did you manage to get your hands on them? Oh, are you a great hunter where you come from?
Yeah. Sometimes.
That I call you Nadidah Huntress now. That is your name. You are Worm Hunter.
And he'll kind of reach his little paws out and can't quite get a grip on them because they're slimy little creatures. And will eventually crane his little neck out and just start biting off pieces of them and gobbling them up with a strange veracity.
This is a great feast you've brought me, enough to eat for 3 days.
I didn't know when the last time you ate was, so I wanted to make sure you weren't hungry.
To be honest, I cannot remember the last time I ate. I was waiting in the basement for the boy for a long time, and he did not come home, and eventually I ran out of food there. And so then I went looking, and then I went to the river to try and catch a fish. And then are there fish in this ocean, Inga?
There are many.
I must catch one. Will you hold me while I fish?
Can you fish?
I'll show his little fishing rod.
One of the very few possessions that the mole has. She nods. Mole, being this close, even with your poor eyesight, I think as she leans down to look at your fishing rod, you are the first to truly notice her eyes aren't pale blue. That glow, it's not a solid color. She has normal eyes, but glazed over them are thousands of small runes, clouding her vision. She's blind, clouded by runes and omens and sight that is very different from the world around her.
We are both sightless creatures.
Indeed, and yet we see all the same.
Hmm. Those who do not see with their eyes see with their hearts. This is what makes you a good ship captain.
I wish I could say it was my heart that guides my ship.
Do not devalue yourself by saying it is your sword arm.
It's destiny. I see the lines of fate. I see the destinies far and wide of all who come close. And she passes her eyes. All of you feel it. Very quickly, but it feels like a small... feels like almost an eternity. She looks at each of you very pointedly, as if she sees what you will become.
I think instinctually, Amelia would kind of almost not quite fully turn away, but just kind of show discomfort from that feeling.
Have you seen my boy? In your runes?
She looks... Give me an insight check, Paul. I'm so sorry.
22.
She's stoic, but she's a quick moment. Brow furrows. Twitch of the lip. She knows. As you're maybe about to question further, she says, "We'll speak. I promise you, we have quite the journey ahead of us, yes? And I
Yes,
will..."
but first a fish.
Indeed.
Still need assistance disembarking, or is that no longer required?
No, it seems it's no longer required. She calls out to her men, and they yell. They call out. Mole. He who feeds. The hunger striker. They begin to pack up once more. The quickest dip onto shore they probably had in a long time. They don't seem displeased by this. Forgive me. I went right to business. Sometimes I get lost. Should introduce myself properly. I'm Inga Rune-Eyes. You may call me Inga. And you are planeswalkers.
That is what Oberyn was saying. We had another companion, but he just disappeared on the sand.
She furrows her brow and says, I did not see a fifth.
Well, and he leans in. You do not have to let them know you can't see too well.
She nods. You may all come aboard after I learn your names.
Amelia.
Amelia.
Cal.
Cow.
Nadidah.
Nadidah.
Paul does not yet have a name, but your men, they call me, what, Hunger Slayer. I think this is good name.
It is. It's the beginning of your saga.
What is word?
Saga.
Your
story. Your tale. Your
It is an... yes, it is an epic. This is word I know. This is what we call where I come from. It is epic. It is poetry. It is music.
Indeed. A song begins. For all of you. But how to sing it, I think. Will it be sad? Will it be joyous? Will it begin with mystery?
I think it began with confusion.
That is a part of the writing process, or so I hear.
Indeed. I'm aboard. We will set sail soon.
Where are we going?
We're to find Tyvar Kell. And I will guide us as best I can. I sense he is close. On Brettigard.
Is that where we are? That is what Asika said.
Yes. These are the
She's-
courtesies.
She said the place that we were was called, Immerstorm.
That is where you were. I saw you arrive.
It was not a nice place.
It never is. The elves tried to tame it once. As you can see, they failed.
So it would seem.
Why?
Why did you try to tame it? Why did they fail?
Why would they try to change? Oh, it may have been unpleasant for them all, but that does not mean it is not pleasant for some creature. Why change the nature of a thing when it does not suit you, instead of letting it live?
Because the creatures of Everstorm seek to change all of the 10 realms.
That is not nice.
10 realms?
Yes?
There are 2 realms where I come from.
What are they called?
Where the moles live and where the dryads and the nymphs and the satyrs live is called Theros, and up amidst the stars in the night sky is called Nyx. Although I am starting to think that the mole maybe angered the denizens of Nyx a little bit.
Can't imagine how. She turns, holding you still, Mole, and gesturing to all of you to join her as she re-embarks her ship.
Okay. I'll join.
Yep.
Nadidah?
I'm going. I was imagining a Loxodon climbing up onto a ship. Sorry.
Is something of note as well, Cal. You haven't seen another of your kind since you've been here, and
I've noticed that.
Asika said something about you having trouble blending in, but they don't seem shocked, or scared, or confused by your presence.
That's interesting. And quite foreign to everyone else. At least most everyone else.
Inga guides you to a small cabin. She says, Kel, you are quite large. I believe this may just suit you. The others, we are a bit short on space, I'm afraid. So you will have to share a room.
You must be awfully short on space to consider that there is not space for them all.
I only meant Amelia and Nadidah. Well, I think you will find this place very spacious. Many holes to hide.
But how many of them lead to the ocean? Hopefully none. Then the ship would fill with water and we would sink.
Indeed. Forgive me, I have some things to tend to. I trust you will not cause trouble while we begin to set sail.
Perhaps just a little.
I would add it to your saga. She sets you back on Amelia's shoulder. Nadidah, give me an insight roll, please.
20.
You can see that as the mole and Inga had said, she is blind for all intents and purposes. She sees differently, and this leads to, as you guys are walking, these mannerisms. She's looking around, seeing things that aren't there, perhaps seeing things that are far off in the distance, perhaps in other realms of Kaldheim. So maybe it's easy to mistake that you think maybe as she leaves, she looks at you for a little longer before moving out of this space.
I think I'd watch her leave.
You are all left together. It's a bit cramped with Cal in this space. You are all alone.
I think her hand lingered on your shoulder for a moment.
Oh, she was just setting you down.
It is quite easy to set a mole down. It does not take 3 seconds.
We just met. And besides, we have business.
That is a kind of business. The boy was friends with a lot of women in that business.
Okay. Okay. Well, how are you doing, Nadidah?
Fine. I'm good.
Would you like a mole on your shoulder?
Sure. I have to tell you something, and I don't know how to tell you.
Well, let me get a little closer.
And the mole climb down Amelia's arm and then waddle across the sparse seating and climb up Nadidah's arm.
A true trek. Every shoulder swap for the mole.
Kind of breathing a little heavy when he gets up there.
All right. Oh, that was a way, but I made it. Okay, I'm ready. Say what you have to say.
I think I met your boy.
What do you mean by that?
I have seen him. Grown him. Big. I don't know.
You grew him like a plant. I am confused.
No, I mean, because you call him a boy, so I think of a small child, but I'm assuming he was bigger. I don't. I just know that I would think that I met and know who you are calling your boy. He saved my dad.
This does sound like my boy, but there must be some sort of misunderstanding. He just go missing, maybe 6 or so days ago, and he was not. Describe him to me, this man that you think is a boy.
Is mole time the same as my time? Because you
What
said
seconds and hours and months and days and years are.
right. But he was gone. You said he was only gone for 6 or 7 days.
Yes.
There was a fight at home, and I grew up on stories of planeswalkers, and the elders spoke of them, and they became magic to me. And they were the heroes, and they saved my world. But there was another battle, and everyone was running, and no one was fighting. And it was the first time that I ever saw my father giving up. And I stopped. And he tried to make me go with everyone else. And we argued, and I told him he couldn't stop fighting because they would come. And I just kept repeating, they would come, they would come. And then all of a sudden, there he was, slaying the monsters again and saving my world again. And he came from nowhere, and he was my first planeswalker. I finally saw the stories come to life. And I only know what they call him. But he's your boy. And he's not a boy. But he's alive. And we can find him if we can learn how to do what they do.
So he grew up without me. He got big. Did he? Do you? I'm sorry. I am overcome with emotion. Did he have friends? Was he strong? Was he tall?
He's a mountain of a man. And he's strong, and so strong. And he
Body
has
grew to fit his heart.
saved my home more than once.
It must be my boy. He was always this way, you see. Whenever something powerful stepped on someone weak, there my boy would go. Hydras, dragons, lions, manticores. None of them would stand up to my boy.
He's only gotten stronger and braver.
Then we must learn from this Tyvar. And I will go and fetch him. And we will be happy again, though I am greatly still confused. He was a boy when he left me not 6 days ago. Perhaps. Perhaps this is strange.
With
Do
everything,
you think, I wonder, if we can go from plane to plane, that is the word, right? Plane.
Planeswalker.
Can we go through time?
Constitution saving throws, everybody, please.
Con saves? Oh boy. 15?
Natural 20.
I got 5.
7.
For Mole and for Cal, there is a wash over you, a sickness almost. It passes very quickly. For Nadidah and Amelia, a 7 and a 5, respectively. It doesn't pass. You feel something shift, as if you have set out onto the sea. But the world hasn't moved. You don't feel... Everything is still. You're stationary. The world hasn't moved, but you feel your world turning. Something is wrong. Something fits incorrectly. And it pulls up There's no food to vomit. But you retch for a moment. You both do either grip onto Cal or clutch the wall for a moment. Something's wrong. And it is... I would now like both of you to roll just a d20. Add nothing to it. And give me your roll when you're ready.
17.
13.
Amelia. With a 13. Let's start this with Nadidah. As sickness washes over, you feel something fall. Can't quite make it out. Amelia, though, you almost in the distance hear a cry, anguish, a beast calling out. Some creature wishing to be saved. Please continue.
Once the throwing up stops, I'm gonna try to go back up out of the room and back up onto the deck.
You may attempt to do this. Does anyone stop her?
I guess the mole's going with, because I'm sat squarely upon her shoulder.
I will follow.
I'm gonna follow, mostly like out of concern. Like y'all were just dry heaving and like seemed really unwell, and now you're making, you're booking it for another part of the ship. So I'm like,
Entirely
I
fair.
don't know what's up.
Nadidah, you move. Amelia, you follow. All of you follow. Amelia, or rather, the mole, you are with Nadidah. You all bore witness to what Nadidah and Amelia felt. They didn't pass anything through their mouths when they retched, but it was definitely a moment of sickness.
Trying to hear what I faintly heard to see if it's any louder outside. For lack of a better word.
Give me an Arcana check.
I would also like to try to perceive whatever I was
Arcana
hearing.
check.
15.
15.
It is a bestial roar. Both of you hear. Kyle, Mole, you don't hear this. But you see their eyes kind of instinctually widen. The other crew members are approaching, seeing if you're alright, if you needed something. You don't look well. Amelia, you look pale. Nadidah, you also look pale. Maybe not as much as Amelia, but... And the ship begins to move out onto the sea. And Nadidah, Amelia, the roar contains something different for each of you. Call. Pain. Anguish. Something's last throes. Nadidah, you hear. Find me. Heal me. Protect everything. Amelia, you hear. You want more than your lineage. Good and evil. Oh, so plain. You can be more than me. And it's gone. It faded with the roar.
Do I see I imagine that Nadidah also looks like she heard something, trying to listen.
I think it's
listening, looking around.
incredibly difficult to hide anything that both of you would experience at this moment.
So, clocking that, Amelia will look to her and say, did you hear something too?
You heard it? Where they didn't hear it? She's looking at Cal and everybody else.
Cal looks very confused.
I'm just along for the ride. Did you hear something?
I didn't hear anything. Are we in some kind of danger? And I'll just kind of look over the horizon and in the direction that y'all were looking in.
Best to assume always that you are in some sort of danger.
That's wise.
Very. Did it speak to you?
Yeah, yeah. Did it talk to you too?
It
Needs to be healed. It needs to be found. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it is because now it's gone. I wonder if Inga heard it. Wouldn't Inga have heard it? She hears, knows. It sees.
She might have seen it in your destiny.
kind of look out towards the horizon as well. Pensive look.
There are sea serpents on Theros. I wonder if there are sea serpents here.
Well, sea serpents can be quite common. Sea monsters of any variety, I suppose.
The Strait of Jira. It had a particularly nasty one.
Oh,
He was called the Tyrant. He was quite foul.
Are all of you alright?
Just debating the particulars of sea serpents, I think.
Oof. Strange topic for when we've just set sail. A bad omen.
Inga, did you hear something a minute ago?
The splash of
Seas-
waves.
Something? No, nothing unseen spoke to you?
No.
Also sounds like a bad omen.
Definitely
inclined to
doesn't
agree.
sound like a good one.
Great, I watch people fade into nothingness and now I hear voices. I'm okay.
Don't worry. And the mole will kind of pat the side of Nadidah's neck. My boy kept you safe once. The mole keeps you safe now.
She's just gonna kind of look over and nuzzle the mole. Carefully so he doesn't fall.
No. I think we should all lie down, perhaps.
Rest would be appreciated.
Do you sleep? There are creatures that look like men where I come from in Theros that do not sleep. So I wonder sometimes.
As we ponder this question, this is where we're going to jump over and take our break. We'll have that answer for you very shortly. We'll see you all very soon.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten.
Brother, long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watched before you, this eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my ignited.
Hello and welcome back. Through the magic of editing, it will have been mere microseconds. We last left our heroes feeling a little bit sick, or at least a couple of them, and the declaration that perhaps they should go rest and lie down, as they've been through quite a bit since arriving on call time. So, with that being done, I'm going to go around and check on each of our heroes, and we'll see what they get up to during this journey. Starting with Amelia.
Amelia, after agreeing that they should rest, goes down and says nothing more for several moments, several minutes. She kind of sits, takes a seat somewhere, trying to avoid sitting on the floor, and she keeps kind of looking over at the mole, debating whether or not she wants to have this conversation now. Until she finally just forces herself to say, Mole.
Yes. Do you need something? Another berry, perhaps?
Perhaps. And I had a question for you.
I am starting to like being asked questions, I think.
Well, that's good, because I'm sure many will have many.
What
But
can I do for you?
you've said a number of times now that you think you angered your gods.
Unfortunately. It's dread business, especially with a few of them. Xenagos, you don't want to anger him. He is the god of revels. You should leave him reveling.
Duly noted. But I have to ask, were you also angry when you planeswalked, as it were?
Do you mean when I dug through the place between?
Yes.
I suppose it would be easy to say I was angry, but don't think that entirely covers it. I made a promise. It was maybe an angry promise, sure, but I don't think I was angry. It is a strange space between feelings, I think. And you must forgive me, I've only really had feelings for a few months. I am still getting to know them. Anger. Anger is something that comes from you people. It is not natural for moles.
Wonder what that's like.
Peaceful. My days in the burrow were warm and surrounded by soft dirt. It was nice. But I told the gods, I told them wherever they had secreted away my boy, that I would climb the steps to Nyx, and I would wrest them from his hands if they made me. And I swore an oath that I would find him and I would bring him home. Because there was only ever one thing about my boy that made me sad.
What was that?
He had his irregulars, his friends, but he did not have someone to be a papa with. And he was just a boy. It probably came eventually. Now that, with what Nadidah said, that he is a grown man. But I always wanted to find someone for him.
Are you projecting matchmaker onto me then?
No, the mole just notices things. Your eyes linger on Inga. She is pretty. I understand. It is the same way that sometimes when a mole sees, a lady mole, that biological things begin to happen.
Right. No, yes. I've never met anyone quite like her.
And so? Did you have another in your home? Your eyes speak with loneliness.
I had a very close friend, but nothing more.
Is it because he was a boy?
We weren't interested in each other, no. Not like that.
Do you like boys? I should say men. It is demeaning when I call them boys.
I haven't had the time to think about it for quite some time.
Then it would be too hasty for them all to ask you to think about it now.
I would
I will
like
wait.
you to make a deception check, Amelia. As you've just
guess
recently
please.
thought about a particular boy. Plus
Okay.
session.
Okay.
Mole, if you would like to make an insight check. Or if you'd like to use your passive insight, it's entirely up to you.
18.
I already rolled, but I rolled a 15.
You may continue.
Actually, I would say in this moment, she doesn't think about him. She doesn't consider him because it recently just happened. And then she remembers. And she shakes her head and says, well, that isn't entirely true, though was not a lie on purpose.
Like I said, I don't blame you. The place from which you came, it seems like you were walking through an orchard of poison apples.
Very astute of you.
It's just your eyes. You can learn a lot about, well, a person like you. By looking in their eyes. You all think you hide it so well, but the whole story is there if you look, right?
Funny you mentioned that.
Is that what gives you pause about Inga? You cannot see her eyes.
Hard to read somebody when you can't see their eyes, yes.
Hmm.
That's what I've always done, is read people. And adjust.
My boy did not try too hard to read people. He just did what was right. Perhaps this can be a beacon for you.
Perhaps.
But I must also remind you, what is good for the hawk is not good for the rabbit.
No, I suppose not.
You are a hawk, Amelia. I do not begrudge you for it. It is just what you are.
Yes, when you are raised and taught and groomed in the place I was, it's kill or be killed.
It is the same for a mole. If I do not kill worms and grubs and beetles, I will starve. Even creatures which I think the boy called them cows. If the cow does not kill and eat the grass, the cow starves. He dies.
And sometimes, well, and as creatures, we cannot help our appetites.
This is why people worship Xeneos. He does not try to be anything other than he is. He exists for the revel. He understands that the nature of things is to consume. It is not so different for the rest of us. It's just the appetite that changes. Don't be ashamed of your appetite, Amelia.
I'm not.
Good.
Well, I asked if you were angry because I was wondering if it was similar to what happened with me, but
What happened to you?
I was just filled with rage, and then I left. A blessing in disguise, I think.
What is that word?
Which one?
Blessing. I have heard it before, but I don't understand its meaning.
It is like when you are given something without expectation, and what you are given is grand.
Oh, it is a gift.
Of sorts.
You know, my boy, he never received gift. He gave many.
It's quite sad.
I try to give gift, but boys do not like beetles in the same way that a mole does.
No, they don't. Don't appreciate gifts like that, unfortunately.
Maybe somewhere there are boys who appreciate beetles like moles. Mole boys.
Perhaps we shall see. I have come to expect the unexpected.
Mm. Are you some kind of harpy?
Oh, what? I'm not sure what you're asking.
Harpies, they are creatures from the place that I come from. They don't seem to have wings though, so perhaps you can't be a harpy. Hmm.
No, not winged.
Are there creatures like you that have wings?
She thinks for a moment. And she says, some.
Harpies, where I come from, they are all women. And they live in the mountains. And they fly down and they eat unaware men.
Is that right?
They are... I don't quite understand them. I've just heard stories about them. But I would fight them one day if they tried to take you away from me.
That's very noble of you.
I saw
Perhaps
you
the
a note.
harpies. That she did. One that does not go unappreciated. Perhaps the harpies cannot help their appetites either.
Perhaps so.
I pat his little head.
You do this. Time passes, and it is a long journey. Cal, is there anything you'd like to accomplish on this journey?
Yeah. And when you say long journey, I'm imagining this is taking place over a good period of time, right? I don't know if we ever established that or if it's just like long within this day. Like
Long within the day. But you wouldn't
Okay.
know that just yet.
fair enough. It still feels long either way. I think one of the first things that I would have done during all of this is try to get a sense of the ship itself, a walk around the layout of where I could, of course, without overstepping anything. I don't want to, be a rude guest, as it were. And then I find myself coming back to the room eventually, and oh hey, there's a little mole there.
When you walk, it is sort of like when I would burrow and a team of chariot horses would go over top. Your footsteps make great tremors.
Thank you.
It reminds me of home.
Well, your home sounds quite nice. You speak of it fondly.
I only truly knew my burrow, and then when my boy found me, the city of Akros. I knew that there were other parts. Of course, I would hear the birds and the squirrels would speak of it, but I did not get to see much. But what I knew was peaceful.
Sounds like home all the same.
Did you know much peace where you came from?
I did. Many, many years. But most of the years, even.
Can I ask you something?
Of course. And I'll take a seat, and the Is it a bed that I would be sitting on here?
For you, they would have had to stack some crates and try to pad it. Everyone else is getting a sort of almost a hammock type of setup, or if there is a yeah, everyone else gets a hammock. Unfortunately, for your size, they've done their best.
I appreciate the accommodations. So I'm going to sit down into that as gently as I can, so that way I don't have to add any more work with them with finding replacement crates. But yeah, I will. I'll take my seat. Yeah.
The others, I understand, because they do not have fur the way we have fur. Why do you still wear the things that they wear? The clothes.
Oh, the clothes. It really was just something that my people had done. My father and mother carried that on, and it's. I suppose you could say a culture aspect of it. That is the way my people live, just as yours live without.
There are no peoples like me. I am not a people. I am a mole. Do you think it is improper that I do not have clothes of my own?
Well, I don't think so. If moles don't typically wear clothes, then not unusual for you to not wear clothes.
Yes, but on the same token, there is a saying where I come from. When in Meletis, do as the Meleticians do.
I see.
Am I in Meletis being an Acroan?
I don't quite know what that means, but I think I know what you're getting at. I think for you, I think that clothes for you would be optional. You can wear them if you'd like. You're free to do so, but I don't think anyone would be upset if you didn't. Whereas if I were to stop wearing clothes, some people might be shocked or uncomfortable.
What would shock them? I don't understand.
Well, it's very different from what they expect. If they expect one thing and then get something very different, it's unusual.
I once did a burrowing towards a sweet smell, and when I came through the other side of the dirt into the next burrow, it was a snake whose musk smelled sweet, and that was very unpleasant. I have never burrowed so fast in my life. You know, snakes kill many moles.
Oh, yes. I see that was something that you found shocking. So
I
that
always wonder
would
why
be
he
a
smells
deal.
so sweet.
That I don't know. I don't know how snakes are on where you're from. But then again, I don't go around smelling snakes.
Your trunk, it kind of look like snake.
I'm just kind of moving the trunk around. I suppose it does, yes.
Did you have someone? Where you came from?
When you say someone, you mean like your boy?
My boy, he was a. There is no word other than he was my boy. I mean, did you have someone to make papa with?
It clicks.
Ah,
Papa.
yes.
That's what your children called you sometimes.
Yes, I did. I had a wife. I have a wife.
That
And-
is word.
and
With
2 children.
two.
2.
Now, I ask, do your kind give birth to multiples or just one at a time?
Just one at a time. We're
Mm.
larger, so they need more room to grow.
You were together for a long time then, to be able to have two. You do not mate once and leave.
No. Though some may, we did not.
Is this good?
It was very good, yes.
What were their names? You're young. What do you call?
My son is Rasul, and my daughter is Onka.
Rasul. Onka.
And I had them with my wife, who is Ura.
Ora. That is a pretty name. It sounds like a flower.
Yes.
I would grow that flower. I think
But,
I have a plan for Cal.
oh,
If can, when we planeswalk, if we can go through time, Cal must go back to before Cal left. Cannot leave young this long.
I hate to interrupt this moment, but I must ask for a Constitution saving throw from the two of you.
My last one was a natural 20. This one was a natural 1.
grand total of 21.
Cal, just that wave of sickness that washes over you for a moment. You think perhaps you don't have your sea legs just yet. The mole stops speaking. And gone is this well-spoken, almost jovial creature. He reverts to this animalistic, scared, small, fragile thing. As mole, you begin to seize. And there's a survival instinct that kicks in. You begin to start to try to burrow. Something is wrong. And it's... My gods, you think it might be you. To say this is not a good feeling is one of the largest understatements I can make. Something's wrong. Burns in the pit and you revert. Everything you've gained is gone in a moment. Try to dig, and there's no way, and there's this large fur creature looming over you. And you think it roars? This predator's call. But you look and it's not a cry of predator versus prey, it's this creature is wounded. Dying, you think. Over and over again. You hear it clearly.
Hero of Akros, find me. Oath sworn. Champion, find me. Protect protect them. Find me.
Amidst the roar, these ever-present death rattles, these words echo. Cal, the mole is seizing, spasming. What do you do?
Well, as someone who doesn't really know what to do when small things are afraid like that, I'm going to go off of what I have seen before, which is just basically going back to my kids trying to like calm down a scared cat, and essentially just going to try and pet him real gently, and just gentle pats.
Mole,
With my truck.
Mole, there's fear. What do you do?
Keep trying to burrow. That's the only way. Moles don't really bite. They're prey animals except for to the bugs that they eat. Get away.
And it touches you, this large beast, but it doesn't hurt. It's a calm touch. It soothes you after a while, after you let the tension fade. Do you kind of accept, come what may?
You have to.
It reminds you of your boy. Gentle touch. Mannerisms. The very core of this creature's being is... the core of it is the same. Mole, you recover slowly but surely. You regain your senses. You stop trying to dig. It takes a while. You may continue.
I'm sorry, something came over me, I know. I think I know what the others saw. I saw it for myself. There is a creature and it is dying, Carl. Again and again and again. And I think it has something to do with my boy.
Then we'll have to find him. Find it, whatever this is.
He will like you. You know. There is a number that I don't know.
Oh.
But there are a number of men and women who have called me small. It means very much to me that your face is not among them. And one day I will learn that number. And I will tell it to you. But it is not today.
While you may not be large in stature, you are one of the biggest people I have ever met.
It is how he was. As much as he was my boy, I was his mole.
Then I think it would be best that we find him and show him how much you've grown.
It is a long journey. Nadidah, Is there anything you'd like to do?
Gonna continue writing, but I will ask around and see if anybody has a journal or knows where I could get a journal type. I have a feeling I'm gonna need more to write in.
Absolutely. You ask the crew, and they relay to you that they are the Omen Seekers. Of course, they have a way to chronicle what they see. They pass a journal to you, happily, and they wish you to fill it with many sagas, many stories, and to tell many tales, sing many songs.
Going to try as soon as I figure out how to make sense of this.
One of them, as you pass this phrase, says, sense. Sometimes stories don't need to make sense to enrapture us. We sail on the seas and transfer ourselves through the stars. How much sense does that make?
It would seem, though, that you've had a longer time to adjust and know what you are.
Takes time. This doesn't make any fucking sense. So write everything down. Sing all the songs. They'll enrapture someone.
Will we ever go home?
We all go home. It might not be what you remember. It might not even be the same places that you remember. We all end up home.
Thank you.
Ah! You'll need ink. Reaches. Passes you ink, quill, fresh.
Thank you.
He passes you one final, a new thing, Nadidah. He says something in that language Inga spoke. The last word catches your attention. Frith. Smiles when he says it.
What does that mean?
Gaita Inuia Frith. Means may you find peace.
Or once the wounds heal, peace will come.
As it always does. I'm needed before Inga sees me slacking, and she always sees me slacking. Do you have your paper? And your quill? Is there anything else, Nadidah?
She just spends time out on the deck. She has a hard time being away from the earth and trapped. My little wanderer does it. Yeah, you put her in one place and told her to stay.
Indeed. That it is a long journey. Mole, is there anything that you would like to do?
Yes, I think at some point through the journey, once everyone else is resting, I think the mole, in an epic journey worthy of the greatest of tales, will make his way up to the deck to find Inga.
Indeed. Mole, may I ask your passive perception?
Sure. My passive perception is 19.
18. I don't want this to distract you too much, but as you go alone, it is kind of an epic journey in and of itself, and you see things along the way. You notice things that maybe others wouldn't, being so low to the ground. Droppings. And burlap sacks that have been gnawed on. There are stowaways aboard.
We will come back to this.
And the mole will make his way up to the deck.
And you find the crew. And much as when your group saw her, there's Inga. At the bow of the ship, guiding. You can hear, almost taste, the cold magic that flows from her fingertips as she charts a path and navigates the rough waters.
Climb up the back of her leg and then her cloak and up onto her shoulder.
It is interesting, the chart that you use. It's different from the mariner's charts that I know.
It is made of the shifting stars of all the 10 realms.
I need to ask you something.
You may.
The way you dress, the clothes you wear, is this common dress for the people here?
For the Omen Seekers, yes.
Are the Omen Seekers common people here in Bredgard?
Depends on who you ask, I suppose. We are common enough to be our own tribe, clan, family.
I just ask. The mole has considered that perhaps, to, blend in, I might need some clothes. And I've thought that I would make some for myself. So I wonder if you could perhaps, is there a scrap of wood I might borrow? I say borrow as if I can give it back. I can. It would just be different.
We can find you some wood.
That would be good.
But you'll find difficulty making clothes from wood, I think.
Where there's a mole, there's a way.
She smiles, and you imagine she's likely remembering your bit of magic earlier. And she nods. I will find you wood.
Also,
Sir?
you have rats.
I'm sorry?
There are rats on the ship. Would you like me to hunt them for you?
I would have seen them.
No. I found their poo.
I am... She looks not insulted, but taken aback a bit. I am positive I would have seen them. I must insist.
If I can bring you back the corpse of a rat, what would you give me? Let me caveat. If I were to bring you the corpse of a rat that was living on this ship and was slain on this ship without any intermission, what would you give me? I say that not truly knowing what it means. It is a thing that my boy would sometimes say. I do not understand why you people are so much on giving and taking.
I would give you a weapon. Fit for your arms.
No, thank you.
I would
You
give
keep.
you... Then I would give you magic. Fit for your eyes.
Yes, I could do something with.
Then go, little mole. Slay your
Wood
mysterious
first.
rat.
Wood first, and then I will slay your rat.
Your rat.
You know, actually, this brings me to another question. Why do men sometimes call men rats?
I believe it is meant to be an insult.
That is strange. I do not understand. Why is a creature an insult? Is it not perfectly made as it was to be? Why would anyone be insulted? Rats are quite cunning, sharp teeth, strong minds.
Some would say cunning is an insult as well.
Well, that is silly.
I think so.
Wood.
Wood. She turns and extends her arm, inviting you to crawl along it toward her palm as she passes you to, if you allow, passes you to another crewmate and signals him to find you wood.
I think when they find the wood, he'll have this person kind of pose for him and like keep turning and showing him like his clothes, and the mole will slowly, using the druid craft cantrip, grow little circular buds of wood with holes in the middle, rings. And as he plucks each of them and will open them and then shut them, interlocking with another, eventually makes himself a small wooden chainmail shirt and eventually a cloak to go with it. So nothing for his hands or feet. He needs those to dig. Eventually will make himself some sort of solid helmet with a bridge that goes out across the nose. That is markedly not of their style. Something that he saw the guards in Akros wear. Vaulted and tall. Great arches for the eyes. He eventually puts it on his head. Says,
What did you say your name was again?
Speaking to the crew member.
Mhm.
Ekin.
Ekin. This sounds like the sound a bird makes. I like this name. Very well. From now on, I call you. What is the word? Statue. That is the word. You are my statue. I have molded myself after your image, for now.
It is an honor.
And now I have a rat to slay.
Inga would have seen this rat.
Oh, she did not. I found its poo.
I will have to the term that the Tuskera uses, give her shit.
Do you need me to go find it for you?
I'm perfectly capable. Thank you, though.
I mean, I'm just saying, if Inga did not see the, How did you say? Shit?
Mm-hmm.
I like that word. Shit. If Inga did not find the shit, how could you find the shit?
I believe it is a,
Are you familiar with shit?
in a sense, yes. Figure of speech. A thing that is true but not meaning what it is meant to mean. I heard the Tuskera use it once. It was vulgar. Everyone seemed to hate it.
Does not sound vulgar to me.
I mean, think of the implications giving someone shit.
Sounds like a funny joke to me.
I think so.
I go slay the rat.
Go
And he
slay your
starts-
rat.
And he starts to waddle off, and once I get to where I found the droppings, I will use my once per long rest ability. It lasts for 10 minutes, and I gain tremor sense in 60 feet.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a survival check with advantage, please, as you are tracking this beast.
I assume it is not a part of my favored enemy, which is monstrosity.
Let me look at something real quick. This technically would be a monstrosity.
Ah, well then.
Oh,
Wolves out here having an epic journey while you guys are napping.
Let's see.
Moles left alone will be given a quest and taught to swear.
It would have just
Heck,
given
writing.
me it would have just given me advantage again. So
Since advantage doesn't stack,
Yeah.
I will allow, since this is a very interesting use, or an interesting scenario, we'll take advantage and also add a +2, which is, it's either a +2 or +3 that is kind of the equivalent of advantage numerically speaking.
okay. So then
Got that, yeah.
we are sitting on a 30.
Jesus, okay. Mole, you have experience here, and you aren't, like you said, you're not a hunter, you're not a predator. In this moment, you very much adapt. You have a story to write. You have something to make. And you track this beast. Now, you have a choice here to make. It is... I won't take the time in describing a rat to all of you. You know what a rat is. What is strange about it is there are patches of fur that are different, changed. Almost fluorescent. Beginning to glow. It looks like the left side of its face is changing. Trying to grow larger. It is a creature that is gifted or cursed or blessed, depending on how you look at it. It's gotten into something it shouldn't have. Now, Mole, I must ask, with a 30, you certainly have a choice to make here. Do you face this creature as an equal? Do you take the advantage that you have and give it a quick sort of sneak attack, an ambush?
I think in this moment that place within him that he spoke from before that didn't feel entirely his own blossoms again. He says to this creature, I do not want to kill you. But if you force my hand, the mercy that I will give to you will simply be a death that is swift.
Do you say this in your common tongue?
No. He will say this in the first language that he ever really learned, though he couldn't speak it. Learned it from overhearing the nymphs and the dryads. He will speak to it in Sylvan.
You do this, and it sort of crouches and tilts its head at you and says, it speaks. Well, it says in an almost raspy, sort of unrefined version of language. It says,
I do not speak your tongue. You want to challenge me? Then you step forward, like the mammal that you claim to be.
Mole will hold the one paw up in front of his face. Says, then I commend you to your gods.
Of which I will ascend and surpass.
and it crouches down. I would like you to make an attack roll, Mole.
Well, two things.
Mm-hmm.
Thing one, we established in 0 sessions that you can cast a spell and a cantrip in the same round as long as one of them is a bonus action, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then what I would like to do is, as a bonus action, I will cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
Detail Zephyr Strike, please.
Zephyr Strike, you move like the wind. For the duration, your movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage. Whether you hit or miss, your speed increases by 30 feet until the end of the turn.
Excellent.
And then, as my main action, because we leveled up to level 2 between sessions, and I got my fighting style as a ranger, and I took the druidic warrior fighting style. So I will cast the cantrip Primal Savagery.
Detailed primal savagery, please.
It is a transmutation cantrip. Its casting time is 1 action. Its range is self. It is only somatic components. You channel primal magic to cause your teeth or fingernails to sharpen, ready to deliver a corrosive attack. You make a melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, target takes 1d10 acid damage.
Excellent.
So, I will make a melee spell attack.
Yes, please.
I will take it at advantage for Zephyr Strike. $13 on the dice. And that is a 2, so we'll take that 13. I am proficient. That takes me up to a 15, and my wisdom bonus is 5, so that is a 20 to hit.
That certainly hits.
All right, so that will be 1d10 acid damage plus 1d8 force damage. 9 acid damage and 5 force. As the mole moves forward in a blur, the claws on his paw that he held up in front of his face curling and extending into that of a predator, not a digging tool, but a ravenous talon.
You strike. Now, I want to be very clear. As the mole will certainly discover, this creature was more than just a rat. And had the base of this double what it should have in hit points. But in this moment, Mole, I must ask you to take narrative control, describe how you slay the beast.
In a blinding fast movement, he is around behind it before it can even process that he's moved. And those claws jut out through the back and through the chest. And as they begin to recede, he catches it and begins to lower it to the ground. I commend your soul to your gods.
I was going to be them.
No. Your destiny was decided the moment you crossed paths with them all.
Sing my song.
I will, more than a rat.
He closes his eyes.
And the mole will take a small moment, not praying, because I asked him not to. But he will just close his eyes and internally commend this rat's soul to his gods.
To the victor go the spoils. If you would like to make me an Arcana check, Mole.
Don't ask me that. How's an 8?
Enough to tell you that this creature was magical. Something was wrong with it, or maybe right with it. Terribly right with it.
Oh, I have to roll that at advantage. I'm sorry. That's my favorite enemy.
Oh, perfect.
It's a monstrosity. That takes me up to a 16.
A 16. This is very strange. This rat is much more than it should be. It was on the cusp of something. It had tasted something it shouldn't have. And the smell smells like the sap of the world tree. This rat somehow supped of something it shouldn't have. Perhaps given time, would have been like Toski, or Essika, or this named Alrund. It was sneaking a bit of divinity.
I think at that point, the rat, having performed this for the rat, knowing that it would be much easier for him to go wake up Nadidah and never help, because he can't carry this thing. He'll go crawl up into Nadidah's bunk and just kind of standing like on her chest.
Nadidah! Nadidah! Wake up!
What?
I need your help. I have slain a rat, and it is too big for me to carry up to Inga, and we had a bet, and I need you to bring the not rat to Inga so that I can tell her that she was right, because it was not a rat.
Maybe you slayed a rat, but it's not a rat. She's
I will
talking
show
while
you.
she's
I
getting
will show
up.
you. Come, up.
Oh, I'm up. She puts him on her shoulder.
You move so quickly. It took me so many minutes to make this journey.
Well, long body.
And he will take her to where the rat was slain.
It seeps blood. A color hue that is strange, though. It seems almost that quality of oil where there is a rainbow amidst the liquid. But
What? Okay. Go ahead.
I found its shit.
What? Why are you cussing?
It is a word that I learned from one of the crew. I will not tell you which because I do not want them to be punished.
No, I just... Okay. So you found the rat's poo,
Shit, yes.
and you killed the not... Why is it a not rat?
A horn
Is this-
blows, interrupting this. From the bow of the ship.
Will you grab the rat, please?
Oh, gross.
I can't. If I could carry it myself, I would.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna scoop up...
Very
The
large rat, Nadidah.
Okay.
It's
How
got some
large
heft.
is large? You're talking about Hesperus? Hesperus size?
About Hesperus size, so about half the size of a cat.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the rat. Gross. Ew.
The horn, if you are sleeping, Amelia Cal wakes you.
It was not a fair fight. He was unprepared for the expertise I may wield.
Are we sure we want him to stay dead?
Yes. He spoke of becoming a god.
A rat's gonna become a god? You know what? Okay. I'm gonna find peace.
Now that the horn woke me up, do I see anyone else in the room? Because I know Nadidah and the mole went off. I don't know what.
You would have had your own space as detailed. Having you in midst with everybody would have been a bit cramped.
Cramped. Yes.
But you may peek out and see. Amelia, are you peeking out?
Yes.
Then you would see Amelia. And down the long hall, you would see Nadidah not arguing with the mole, but having a strange conversation. And now carrying a rat upstairs.
That's an odd-looking rat.
Oh, disgusting.
Oh, it's dripping on the floor.
Oh, watch where you step, I suppose.
Those. Are there any towels, like, just laying around that we can see?
Not just discarded, no. They keep the ship pretty squared away as best they can.
That's fair. I just was hoping that I could, like, wipe up some of the blood, but just gonna try not to step in it as best I can.
Entirely fair.
And follow upstairs.
Yeah, I'll go out to the deck.
As you make your way onto the deck, you are out of the open ocean, now sailing close to shore, where the ocean meets a river. You can see a large mountain that reaches high into the clouds. And Inga looks not scared, more wary. One of the crewmates tucks the horn back away. She looks to all of you as you enter. Ah, good. Just in time, we've almost reached our destination.
And where is this place?
This place.
The destination that we're arriving.
These are the Tusk Mountains. This is what the Tuskeri call home. This is where we will find Tyvar. Likely swapping stories. Telling tales. What do you have in your hands?
You were right, it was not a rat. It was a not rat.
It looks...
A knot rat. He couldn't carry it.
It looks like quite a large rat. I'm not sure what you mean by not rat.
Look at its face. The way his fur is doing the glowing.
I would just a note that thing that she does, she's really not trying to do that with the not rat.
Noted. Understood.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nadidah, can you hand me over to Inga, please?
But you're gonna get not rat blood or
He holds
slime or-
up his paw that is covered in it.
It is done.
Okay, so she's gonna not tuck the rat against her, but make sure that she's holding onto that still and hold him out to Inga.
Lean into her ear.
Its blood had rainbows in it, and it smelled of the sap of the world tree.
Can I hear that?
Give me a perception check. This is a whisper made by a mole.
19.
Understood. I feel...
The mole is just trying to make sure he's not loud enough that, like, the entirety of the crew hears.
Yeah. I would offer Cal and Amelia for this role as well. Specifically because I feel this is one of the very few times I will be able to offer Cal a perception check that is based on hearing.
No. Amelia is somewhere else. I rolled another 1.
17.
17. 17 and a 19. You can barely make it out. It is, again, a whisper made by a mole. But you are aware of what the mole is passing along, and she looks... Oh. You think a gift is to be given then? Despite it being not quite a rat. I'm not sure
Then
you
you
understand
must
fully
say-
what you've done here.
You must say that I was wrong in my assumption, but it is now a gift between friends, not a challenge.
It was once a rat. We'll call it... We'll say it counts.
What do you want me to do with the not rat body? It's,
We should take it.
take it where?
He looks at Inga. What can Tyvar tell us about this rat?
Tyvar could probably tell you a great deal. It has... She whispers. Only low enough that only you can hear, all of you. It was trying to become a cosmos monster. It was trying to become worthy of challenging Toski and the gods and even the great serpent.
Little thing.
There is no creature who could challenge Toski, the bearer of comfort.
Of that I wish was true. But you have done something great today. And I will take steps to ensure the safety and the security of my ship, more so than I have done in the past. But do bring this to Tyvar. He should know that even the lesser creatures are ambitious.
Mole will puff up. What made that rat lesser?
I meant no offense. What would you call a scavenger? Would you call someone who stows away?
He was just doing what was his nature.
Perhaps.
I don't think she meant anything, Mole. It's just a...
Right? When someone says something, even when they were unmeaning of it, it is our job as friends to say you did something wrong. Friends don't let friends make mistakes. At least without recognizing that the mistake was made.
Your friend is right. I misspoke, and I apologize.
I forgive you.
There is a second horn, not from the bow of the ship, from high up on the mountain. It echoes all throughout. Inga says, "Good. Arnie will receive us, and soon you meet Tyvar." And that is where we will end tonight's session of The Ignited. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you all so much for watching. Go around the room very quickly and give everyone your pertinence, and then we'll be on our way. Let's begin with Amelia.
Hello, hi, I'm Luna, or Druid by Night. You can find me at Druid by Night and all the social medias, including on Twitch where I stream. I am the social media manager here at the Rolling Nomads. I play games here, but tonight I've had the pleasure of being Amelia Voldaren, who is not ashamed of her appetites.
Hello, everybody. I am David Gagnon, DGtheNomad on the social medias. I am the production supervisor here at the Rolling Nomads. I run games, I play games, I'm all over the place. Honestly, I know what it's like to not be busy, and maybe that's a problem. I've been playing Cal, and I've been having an amazing time here. Thanks for having me, Gilbert.
Hi, I'm Dawn, or Mama Ramos, as some are calling me. I'm on social media, Cosmic Bitch with the Y. I don't have a position in the Rolling Nomads other than to be here. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Avery at Averydaboi on all the social medias. I should probably get back to streaming on Twitch, but if you like to watch stuff over there, I do stuff there too. I am, as I was corrected, the partnerships manager on the Rolling Nomads. So if you like what you see and you have any inkling on wanting to work with us, collab with us, whatever, reach out and I'll be in touch in short order. I play a lot of characters in a lot of games. None of that is nearly as pertinent to the situation as this evening. I have been the mole.
Slayer of the Not Rat. Excellent. I, of course, have been your Dungeon Master, Gilbert Ramos, founder at Ramos the Nomad. I'm the CEO and founder of Rolling Nomads, and it has been an absolute delight to be your DM tonight. Thank you again for being here, everyone, and thank you, of course, for watching. We'll catch you next time, same place, same heroes. We'll see you then.